Oh, there we go. Hey, it's picking up my voice. Hey everybody, my name's Over. This is my 2019 Black Desert Online gearing guide. I'll be honest, not much has changed in the years, except they've added a bunch of new quest items. So if you're actually following the quest line your first time playing this game, you get pretty decent gear from the quests. So I would recommend doing that first. Like, do the quest line leveling up to level 50. As you're leveling up to 50, if you make money, you should focus on buying your main hand first, then maybe an AP offhand. Try to buy them at plus 15. They're on the marketplace the majority of the time. If you ever get boss gear, switch to that as soon as you can, so you don't have to worry about it later on. Like on the right side, it says you can buy root accessories from Grandis and Calpheon. If you equip 5 pieces, you get an extra 100 or so weight. That's really useful for newer players because you typically aren't going to spend like 40 bucks and all the weight stuff, so you can, you know, carry more. So I find the root accessories is really useful for newer players. Once you buy your armor, once you buy your weapons, start buying your armor. Try to buy anything at plus 15. Really doesn't matter what set you pick. You can just read through like what their bonuses are and find out which you like the most. Try to buy the ultimate form. If there's no ultimate, then just buy whatever plus 15 there is. Once you reach level 50, you should probably head towards the Medaya region and start trying to get Asula's accessories. They're really good for how easy they are to get. I would recommend starting at the abandoned iron mine because it's the weakest. Once you get the necklace, then go to Helm's Post for the 2 earrings and 2 rings. Once you get that, make sure all of your armor is plus 15 because you're probably still trying to work to get the money for that as well. Once you have that, then head to Elric's Shrine because they can hit pretty hard for even being a lower level mob. Now, you're probably 56, right around there. You want to buy the highest level of awakening weapon you can, whether it's Tri, Duo, Pry, or try to upgrade it yourself. I recommend learning how to enhance yourself. It's pretty easy, just, you know, watch a few videos on it and you'll get the understanding pretty quick. If you notice you're missing a lot of mobs and you're just not doing much damage, you could try switching to Lemuria gloves. They give accuracy. They're not nearly as good as bed gloves, but they still give more accuracy than the base gloves. If you're doing the quest line, you can get the Roaring Magical Armor for your chest. That also gives 20 accuracy, and that's about equal to a Pry armor, and it's just a quest item if you follow the main quest line. But you want to get all of your stuff to Pry and your weapons to Duo, like just after getting 56 is what I would recommend. So now that all your stuff's Pry, you still want to keep the accessories. Hopefully you're doing the main quest line, because if you've made it to level 58, you can do the Valencia quest line to get a Granite Earring. It's like 8 AP and 16 accuracy. It's a pretty good earring, but you might be having trouble killing them. So this is where I suggest going for getting all of your weapons to try. It's going to seem difficult at first if you're enhancing it yourself. Once you get the hang of it, it'll be easy, or you can just buy them if they're on the marketplace. I would recommend going for a green weapon until you get like the Dandelion or the Dragon Slayer, then get that to try. The blue weapon, you could get it to try, but it's a lot of money to get it up to try for newer players. Once all your armor is at Duo and your weapons are at Try, this is where you want to start working on actually getting kind of good accessories. Still keep the Grana because that's a good accessory. The Granite Earring, that's a pretty good accessory. And then you want to work on, I would try getting a Duo Witch Earring and then 2 Duo Mark of Shadows. Those are relatively cheap. And for a necklace, I would recommend going towards the Seraphs. And you could go for an Ogre, but those are like 95 mil, and a Seraphs is anywhere between 13 to 18 million. They're relatively cheap. I personally don't think there's very good in-between belts. I feel like it goes from Asula belts to Abassi belts. The in-between blue belts, I don't think are worth it. So I would just recommend going straight for Abassi and trying to get it to Pry. If not, stick with the Asula belts. Go the Abassi belt last. Once you got all those accessories up, I would then get all your armor to Try. Again, I have the Lemuria armor still in here because I think the accuracy is really helpful, especially if you do just like a little bit of PvP where you're killing mobs that are a little bit too strong. being able to hit them every single time makes a huge difference. And if you feel like you're taking a lot of damage while you're grinding mobs, you can go for Tri Armor while trying to get up your accessories. Here's my favorite part of the guide. If you've actually gotten all of your gear this far, here's what it looks like if you were at Tri Boss Armor for everything for the DP. Your AP will also go up because your Kazarka and Dandy and Nuver have better AP stats than the base gear. But the best part about this guide is, I'll be honest, if you reach this part, there's going to be something you disagree with, and that's totally fine. This is just my opinion of how you should level up. If you are watching this and you're fully geared and you think there's a better way, please put something down in the comment section so newer players that see this can read through and go, oh, that could be a better idea, or that's easier to get. I'm just trying to help the community out here.